Do it.
Fucking embarrassing. Waste of our time. Fucking waste of our time.
G'day everyone, welcome back to the kingdom and thank you for checking out today's video. In today's video, as I'm sure you've noticed by now, we'll be talking about the descendant of King Solomon himself, Ben Azoulay. Now I'm sure most of you are well aware of who this dork is by now, as it's pretty much been made fun of by anyone with a pulse. But for those of you unaware of who this pin-headed, wannabe alpha male is, let's just do a quick recap. So Ben Azoulay, also known as Queen Azoulay, Bitch Azoulay, King Asshole, or the guy who raped a child and is now trying to play the victim, is another wannabe alpha male who grifts by pretending to be rich and famous for his audience of 10 people. Now, Queen Azoulay has been involved in a lot of controversy as of late, most notably being exposed for the incident where he, his brother and their friend engaged in the gang rape of a 15-year-old girl after getting her drunk at their house party, which we'll be covering here later in the video. But in general, Queen Azoulay is just a colossal cornball. He does and says the weirdest shit that just makes absolutely no sense at all and only makes him look like a bigger arsehole. But because he is so deranged and delusional, he thinks these videos all make him look hard. Take for example this video, where I added in some audio of course, seeing as it really suited the theme that he was going for, where he's trying to act tough and intimidating by breaking really thin strips of drywall.
Ali, you're a nice guy, but nice guys can't do shit like this. I worked as a construction worker for a pretty long time. What I would do with the extra material is break the fuck out of it. We got here drywall, we got 5 pieces, ain't that hard. Break them pretty easily. What happens when you put more? 10 pieces. 10 pieces, I can tell you, if you could break 10 pieces, you most likely could crush somebody's skull. It's just for you, Ali. Like I said, Ali, you're a nice guy, but I'll never let you speak to me this way.
It's not looking good, bruv. It's not looking good.
So yeah, Queen Azoulay is quite the weapon indeed. I mean, how are you not impressed by him breaking really thin strips of drywall? How does that not just make you shiver in your boots at the thought of him? And just really quickly, if you all end up enjoying today's video, I would really appreciate a like and a subscribe, as it really helps out the channel. But what I really wanted to focus on today were 2 things. A recent live stream that old mate did over on his 500,000 subscriber YouTube channel that barely got a few thousand views, and a clip of him playing the victim in regards to the whole rape allegations. But I wanted to pick on a few clips here from his live stream first, as they are so diabolical that I couldn't help myself but make fun of him for it. The first part here is where he pretends that he's never claimed to have fought and beaten off 30 men, but instead that he got into a fight with 30 men and got his ass handed to him.
King, how can I beat up 30 guys like you?
So let's clear it up. People took some of the videos out of context. One, I never said I beat up 30 guys. I said I got beat up by 30 guys. And I said they couldn't take me out, which means they didn't kill me. But I did get my ass kicked. But I made it out alive, right? I'm here with you, I'm talking. So people take things out of context, which is fine. That's what makes it funny, you know? But you cannot beat up 30 guys. It's just impossible.
I beg your pardon?
So apparently, we're just all taking it out of context. He claims he's never beaten off 30 guys, and in fact, he's the one that got his ass beat. So it's just fucking hilarious how people take him out of context. But hang on, that's not exactly how I remember his little claims. So how about we just have a look for ourselves?
I trained martial arts my whole life. I know how to fight very, very well. I've taken on not 1, not 2 guys. I fought 30 guys at the same time, and they couldn't take me out.
You fought 30 guys.
30 guys at the same time. They got to the point that they said, okay, you mother.
Okay, so in this clip, you claim that you know how to fight very well, and that you fought 30 guys at the same time, and they couldn't take you out. That doesn't sound like you're admitting to getting your ass kicked. That sounds like you were beating them off, and they didn't know what to do with you. You're the one who made it sound like you're the main character in an action movie, and even 30 guys at once couldn't take you down. So what exactly is being taken out of context here, you degenerate?
And then I was explaining before, there's something called microfractions. Just kidding. It's microfractures. But in the past, you guys have seen me say microfractions. Obviously, I'm messing with people, although I sound very serious. What gives them the little part where they can go make a video about me. So they can make a video when I'm saying something wrong, but I stay wrong on purpose, so they make a video.
Okay, that must be it, guys. It's not because Queen Azoulay is actually low-key retarded and doesn't know how to pronounce most words correctly. No, that's all just rage bait. A mere ruse to get the peons like me hot and bothered. Of course he is intentionally mispronouncing words and even butchers whole sentences from time to time because it's hilarious, don't you see? I mean, what could possibly be funnier than pretending to be a dumbass and having people constantly laugh at you? That is fucking humor, buddy.
So there's a guy in here, Saintaholic. I think he makes videos talking shit about you. I think he's probably here trying to find some videos to talk shit. And his comment in here was, "Oh, so it was all on purpose to promote your brand. I see now." So he's catching on. He's been making content on you. He's just now clicking that he's the promoter.
What the fuck are you doing, mate? What the hell is that laugh? You're actually just laughing in double-digit IQ now, I see. Now he goes on to say that, oh yeah, see, now they all just get that it's bait. I'm just the masturbator. I've tricked everyone into thinking that I'm a dumbass. And the funniest part is that they really bought it. You really fucking got us there, old Benjamin. Nothing gets past you, does it, big boy? But now comes possibly the worst apology / I'm a victim video I've ever seen on the internet. Now, I've already gone into a bit of the whole graping scandal that the schmuck was involved with, and after he unsuccessfully launched multiple videos trying to play the victim and blame the girl for this horrific crime of his, Queen Azoulay decided to once again film himself being an inconsiderate asshole, completely incapable of taking any responsibility for his actions.
I'm going to address really quick something that's been going around the internet for the past 4 or 5 months about me. It's rumors, and I'd like to address them. And who am I addressing them for? The people that love me, the people that support me, my fans, the people that believe that through my content, I can help them financially, physically, and mentally. I don't make money off of social media. I invest money every single day for you guys, so I can bring out content for you, so I can teach you how to do better. But there's some things, some rumors that have been going around the internet. Now, you know what? I let them run. And the reason I let them run was because it only gave me more recognition. There's no such thing as bad publicity. Publicity is publicity. So I took the heat and let them run with it. People said that King Azoulay is a child molester. People said that King Azoulay is a sex offender. People have said that I'm a pedophile. All these crazy things, right? Forget about the fact they said other crazy stuff, but like these things are like the worst of the worst. It's a sex trafficker, you name it.
All of those things are true, you nonce. No one made anything up or accused you of anything that you yourself didn't admit to. These are the public court documents you signed where you admitted to the crime. No one has made stories up, and you didn't let anyone run with anything. You've been bitching and moaning about this for months at this point, and you've even threatened creators with violence and that you would take their channels down.
I want to address it because what has happened to me when I was 18 years old, which was almost 20 years ago, is something I'm going to talk about right now. It's something that was very hard for me to talk about, but I want to do it here on a little reel so you guys understand. It takes a real man to face the things that are coming at you. At some point in time when the demons are coming, you have to literally turn around, face them, and let them know that you do not fear them. They do not affect you. And that is what I've done throughout my life.
This is #1 bullshit.
Again, you've literally spent months blaming everyone but yourself. You've resorted to calling people racist for bringing up the crimes that you have committed. You haven't taken a shred of responsibility in any of this. But go on, pop off, King.
I want to share with you a little story. When I was 18, I threw a birthday party. I had guys and girls, friends come to my house. There was a girl that I was talking to, and she brought a friend. That friend took a drug. We believe it was ecstasy. She then took off her clothes and asked everybody to get with her. Nobody did. And the end of the night, she was supposed to go sleep at her friend's house. Now, if you guys want to see the full video, it's on my YouTube. It explains piece by piece. When I say nobody did, there was a guy who they kind of got together. Again, if you want to go to the YouTube, you could go to the YouTube and see the whole piece by piece. But I'm going to give it to you straight. She then was supposed to sleep over her friend's house. She didn't go sleep over her friend's house because her friend slept over my house. So she went to try to sleep over some guy's house. When she got there, we don't know what happened. But what we do know is that she called her parents. And when she called them, they were super strict parents. They freaked out. Why are you out partying? Why are you doing things without this and this and this and that? We didn't allow you. We thought you're going to sleep over your friend's house. And she's done this many times before. So this was like the final straw. And she said, I got raped. Where did you get raped? At Ben's house. So Who did they hear? They heard my name, they heard my brother's name, they came and they arrested us.
Fuck, listening to this guy twist the story every single time he tells it makes me want to commit seppuku at this point. So let me get this straight. The girl, or victim in this case, was just some drug addict girl who didn't get the attention she so desperately craved, and because of that, she just made up a story about you guys raping her for clout. And even with all the witnesses there and all the people that could back up your story, none of them did. And not only that, the cops just came to your house, arrested you and your brother without any evidence and only because they heard your names, did zero investigation work, and you immediately got sued and put in jail. That's not how the justice system works, you troglodyte. And if you need a non-American from halfway across the world to tell you how your own justice system works, I think you might be the problem, big boy.
We then went to court, and in the court she didn't want to come and testify because it didn't happen. Her parents threw her to boarding school. That poor girl went through hell with her parents. That's why she was doing everything to be able to get away from her parents. But she would say all these things like, I got raped, or, you know, I was forced into things before us with other people. And then her parents also, after throwing her to boarding school, sued me and my family for $50 million. It was more of a lawsuit and getting rid of the daughter that was giving them issues. Now, nobody was willing to testify against me. Not her, not other friends, not her girlfriends, because when they did testify, they testified for me. They said nothing happened. And that is what actually happened.
Right.
Simple question. Why exactly would you plead guilty in that case then? If the evidence was so non-existent and it was obviously a made-up claim, why did you end up going to jail for it?
And then I was held in jail, not prison, for 30 days, and then I was released. What they asked me to agree on was a plea deal, which they said, say that she kissed your penis, and that is going to be enough to just keep you in jail for 30 days so you could learn a lesson, because you were the only 18-year-old there. I was 18, she was 15 and a half, and that was the difference. So everybody turned this into, he's a pedophile, he's a rapist, he's this, is that. Look, I never raped anybody. I'm definitely not a pedophile. If I were to rape, I'd be on the sex offender list. You could go and check it out. There is no sex offender list. I'm not on there. If I were to rape somebody and say that I didn't rape, then that would be also illegal here in California. I could go to jail for that because I have to admit to something like this. I can't just say I didn't do it. I go to jail for that. Okay, so what we initially got accused of was then later found out that none of that happened. So I got charged with something called oral copulation with a minor. Oral copulation with a minor means that a girl that was under the age of 18 kissed you on your penis. That's pretty much what it means. So that was the end of it. And then I continued my life. It got expunged off my record completely like they promised it would. You know, they said it's not a big deal. It is what it is. The fact that she wasn't 18, that's the only reason that this is happening. This is a raw video. I'm giving it to you guys. And from here on, you guys can do with it whatever you want. But if you see people, you know, going with the Me Too movement and saying, she was 15 or you're a pedophile or this or that, guys, I'd be in jail. I wouldn't be in a Rolls Royce. I wouldn't be in a $12 million home. I wouldn't be traveling the world. I wouldn't be free and doing whatever I want. You think you guys know about it and the cops don't? Just open your mind.
The fact that you were over the age of 18 and she was 15 literally makes you a PDF file, you twat. How do you know so little about anything? Seriously, who is going to listen to the made-up stories of a guy who doesn't even know how the most basic of laws work? Even if by some miracle your stories were all true, oral copulation with a minor literally makes you a nonce. You knew she was 15. All three of you did. That is called malicious intent, my guy. You are a predator. And you're not some free bird traveling the world and shit. You just sit at home every day or in your rented car talking shit into the camera. You could be a PDF file and do all of those things freely. But what you can't do freely is work most normal jobs whilst you are convicted of a crime like that. Which is why you don't have a job. You just live off of mummy and daddy's money and pretend that it's yours. My god, man, get a hold of yourself.
But I know that my fans are watching me and you guys love me and you know that. But for the people who come new to my page, I want this to be on here just in case. So you understand, this is what it is. It's not what they say it is. But the fact that they said that has got me recognition worldwide because then everybody talked about me. But then when they came to me and saw that that wasn't the case, then it wasn't the case. So other influencers are trying to make shit content about me so that way they could go ahead and get views. That's all they care about. That's fine. At the end of the day, they made me the most famous person on the planet today. And I'm talking about influencer. Now there's A-list celebrities and there's B-list celebrities. As a B-list celebrity, I'm the absolute most known face on the planet. Most of them don't like me because of the bullshit, but I'm sure they're going to learn to love me because it is what it is. I'm here. I'm not going anywhere. And you guys know that. I know that. And more than that, God knows.
Your desperate need for being famous is just so sad, little bro. You don't have any fans. Your live stream couldn't even attract more than 40 concurrent viewers. No one knows you except for when they clown on you. If you didn't upload for a year, literally no one would care, my boy. People don't want your advice. They don't want to listen to you. They don't care about what you do. The sky isn't purple and the grass isn't pink. You should be kissing John Bravo's feet because before him, you were nothing. And because of him, people know your name and that it's synonymous with being a PDF file. It shows everything we need to know about you as a person that you embrace that. You would happily sell your soul if it meant that you can increase that little digital number in your followers list. And all you've achieved is creating a legacy for yourself where people will just constantly clown on you. People like Bubba make a new video on you every single time you upload anything onto your Instagram just in order to clown on you and tell everyone that it's over and to remind them of the shitty person that you are. And that you brought on yourself, Queen Azoulay. But that's going to be it for my video today, you guys. Thank you as always for watching, and I'll see you all in the next one. Cheers.
This is Sparta!